Okay. Oh, we are starting live now. I just want to see if anybody is online to join in the live chat, because I can't be talking alone, can I? Okay, gonna hold on to see who's online. Hello. Hi, Adeyemi. Thank you for joining, Adeyemi. Oh, Mr. Bello. Thank you. That's my principal. Hello, Mr. Bello. Okay. Let's see. Once I get about 5 people, I'll start a live chat. The live chat. Thank you for those that joined early. Christabel. Welcome on board. Welcome on board, girl. So good to see you. Once I have about 5 people, I'll start. So, hello, Christabel. Hello. Good. I'll be come. Thank you for joining. So, I'll first start with an introduction. Yeah, I can see you, Christabel. I can see you. So I'll first start with an introduction. My name is Christiana Okosun. I went natural in 2014. I did a big chop. I did it myself. And the reason why I went natural was not because everybody was going natural. Christabel, hit me up. If you can hear me, just tell me you can hear me, or anybody online. If you can hear me, just let me know. So I'll be very sure that I'm not talking to myself. Christabel, can you hear me? Just type yes, I can hear you, or something. Anybody online? Hello? I don't know if anybody can hear me. Oh, don't know if anybody can hear me. Oh, good. I think I'm here from Paul Ben. Please, can you hear me? Just let me know. Okay. Adeyemi, please, can you hear me? Just type yes, I can hear you. So that I will. No, I don't want to be talking and not communicating. Can you hear me? I guess I got to type. Oh, okay. Perfect. Good. So I'll start by my introduction again. My name is Christiana. I went natural in 2014. I decided to go natural not because everybody was going natural. I actually did my own research. I didn't like the way my hair was. It was scanty. When I'm going to work and breeze blows my hair, it looks like seriously. My students will be asking me, Miss, what happened to you? I'll look like literally like a chicken that the feather has been beat down. I didn't like the way my hair was going, and I did my research. Fine, people were going natural, but I didn't just take it up like that. I actually did my research, and I went natural because I now understood that when you have relaxer on your hair, it alters the protein structure, the normal natural protein structure of your hair, and more or less it's like saying you damaged the protein structure, and I didn't want that. And I also got to know that over time relaxer will make your hair scanty, because just think way back when you first applied relaxer on your hair was all full, then over time it became scanty. So that's why I went natural, and I big chopped myself. Big chop is a term used by naturals to say they just cut off the whole relaxed thing. I big chopped myself. I big chopped about twice. I couldn't just stand it. Trust me, it was a terrible. I'm a terrible baba. It was a terrible big chop. So that's why I went natural. Now I get this question that or rather this misconception that people who are natural went natural because they are broke. Is anybody there to agree with that? Please, if you have that notion, trust me. To be natural, to carry natural hair, means you must have time and money. Time. Say with me, time. You must have time and then money to maintain your hair, for your natural hair to thrive. You must give it time and money. Money in the sense that you have to try various products to eventually get the product that will work for your own hair. You just don't assume because Cantuche is in vogue, is working for so and so, it will work for you. It doesn't work that way. That's why I said money. You have to try different hair products to finally get the one that works for your own hair. And of course, technique. We'll talk about that much later. Technique also matters in getting the best results for your natural hair. Now, let's talk about hair breakage. Thank you, Wolfgang. Thank you, Aggie. I can see your line. Proud Sire. Thank you for joining. Now, let's talk about hair breakage. I get a lot of questions. Oh, my hair is breaking. What do I do? The hardest. Thank you. Better go to sleep, young man. My hair is breaking. What do I do? Why is my hair breaking? Now, there are various reasons why your hair could be breaking. The first reason could be medical issues. We override that a lot in this part of the world. Medical issues. It could be that something is wrong internally. It could be that you lack iron or zinc. That is why I'll always advise, don't just jump and buy a supplement because so and so is using a supplement to make their hair grow. I know I sound like a hypocrite now because I really was doing the same thing, buying this supplement because it makes the hair grow. It could be that you're lacking something, iron or zinc or stress too. When you go through stress, give your hair 90 days, about 90 days, some 60, and you start seeing your hair falling off after that time. So stress is another reason. The first reason, it could be medical issues. While your hair is breaking, do not overrule that. Go to the hospital. Get checked. I would rather say go to a general hospital and meet an endocrinologist, if I pronounce that right, and they will be able to tell your counts, what is it exactly that you're lacking, and recommend the best kind of supplements and ratio of iron versus zinc for your own body. And the second reason I said is stress. Trust me, stress. With stress, your hair it won't happen immediately. Like about 60 to 90 days, you just see your hair falling. When you see your hair falling, think back. What happened? Why is it breaking? Perhaps you were stressed before then. And the most common reason is manipulation, over manipulation. Oh, good to know, Ade. I mean, your wife is also natural. Good to know. Just let her join this and she could gain from it. Now, this is the most common one in Nigeria. Even our so-called salons. I'm so sorry. Apology to those who know what they're doing. Majority of our salons in Nigeria, here's the thing. They do not know what they're doing. Trust me. They yank your hair with a comb like that, regardless of whether the hair is dry or not. When the hair is dry and you're yanking it, you start hearing that, you're breaking the hair, and all that hair is going to end in the hair grave. Trust me. Over manipulation. They'll place your hair so tight that you can't even smile. Have you experienced that? Over manipulation is the major and most common reason why we have hair breakage in this part of the country, because our salons are African breeders. Most of them, they have no idea of what they're doing. When washing your hair, now here's the thing. When you go to salons, you're telling them, wash this place, wash this place, scratch them, yeah? Am I right? That is so wrong. You use the pads of your fingers here and just go in like that, almost like a massaging motion. Trust me, your scalp will be clean, not until you scratch. One thing people should know is your scalp is an extension of the skin on your face. Yeah? I'm going to repeat that again. Your scalp is an extension of the skin on your face. Can you do this to your face? Then why should you do this to your scalp? So, in doing that, you're rough with your hair, and your hair will end in the hair grave over manipulation. When washing your hair, when styling your hair, and the kind of protective styling you go for braids on end. The braids, when I say protective styling, that means you're doing something that you like protecting your own hair. Example of protective styling is braids, weaves. When I say weave on, sew-ins, wigs. And this is actually protective styling of my own hair. Low manipulation protective styling. That's the key word, low manipulation. Now, when you're wearing a braid, does not mean you should ignore your hair. You should still take care of your own hair that is coming out from your own scalp, regardless of whether you have braids on. For example, if you wash every week, still wash, but just attach a rubber band. Trust me, once water hits those braids, it's going to be pulling down and you feel the weight, and before you that can also lead to some hair breakage. You have to wash your hair, you have to deep condition, you have to do everything you do with your own hair, regardless of whether you have braids on or not. For weaves, that could be very difficult. And wigs too, you have to be careful, because wigs can just get all your edges off. That can be very, very, very challenging. So mind the kind of protective styling you do, and do not wear your protective style for too long. Some will wear their hair for too long, and next thing they'll be going toot. I'm sure you've seen that before. Hair smelling like no, it shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be that. Wash your hair. Wash your hair. Just wash your hair. And another reason for breakage could be, now get this, moisture overload can cause breakage. When I mean moisture overload, you're putting crazy products that enhances moisture into your hair, that has humectants. Humectants are like things that draw moisture from the atmosphere to your hair. Example, honey. Example of humectants as well is aloe vera. Those are examples of humectants. You have to be careful with some of the products you buy, because these products can be This product can be good for another climate, but not for our climate, because we have a very humid climate here. So you have to be careful of that. Now, when you're loading your hair with moisture, you deep condition for like 1 hour, 2 hours with the heat. There's a term called hydra fragal. Like, I might not be getting the pronunciation. Hydra means water, then fragile. That's too much moisture in your hair. It will now be limp. It will be limp, lifeless, no body. There has to be a balance of moisture and protein, because your hair is actually a mixture of protein, keratin, and then the moisture. So there has to be a balance for you to have a healthy hair. You cannot rule that out for any reason. So when you have too much moisture and no protein, your hair can also break. Another reason is protein overload. Oh, child, talk about that. A sign of protein overload is when your hair is feeling stiff. I've experienced both before in my early years of my natural journey, because I did everything I see on YouTube I want to try. Who's been there before? If you've been there before, seriously, everything on YouTube you want to try, every regimen on YouTube you want to try, every mixology on YouTube you want to try. Just be careful on that. Choose what works for you over time. And if you want to introduce a change, introduce it little by little, then run with it for a long time. Do not change frequently, because at the end of the day, your hair can suffer. So I have mentioned, I don't know how many I've mentioned now, reasons for breakage. And the last I want to mention is if you're not trimming your ends when it needs to be trimmed. Keyword is when it needs to be trimmed. I did not say every 3 months. Of you don't know, you don't put time in a schedule to your trimming. I don't support that, because if it doesn't need to be trimmed and cutting it off, you can't retain it. That's just the truth. Now, if your ends are looking brittle, it could be that it needs more moisture protein. Find out what it needs first before you go with your scissors. And please do not just buy scissors. Just go for hair scissors, not any scissors. Those very, very sharp one. Okay, Agatha, how do you know your ends needs trim? The ends of the hair, of course, are the oldest. When your hair looks brittle and you've tried everything, you know your own hair, you've tried everything to make it come back to its normal, usual rhythm, and you've tried moisture, deep conditioning, tried a lot of moisture deep conditioning. Moisture should be the first thing you do first. Then you now try protein, and it's still looking brittle. And permit me to use the Nigerian word, that feeling. That end has to go. That has to go. And when you're having a lot of knots, multiple knots, single strand knots everywhere on your hair, that's a sign that, you need a trim. You need a trim when you're having knots all over your hair, and your ends are continuously brittle. Let me speak like the Americans, it says brittle. Over time, despite all you've done to bring it back to its usual rhythm, that is when you know, hey girl, I need to trim my ends. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that, Roshnoski, but you're here now. You're welcome on board. Thank you so much for joining. So Agatha, I hope I answered your question as regards how to know when to trim your ends. Please, if you have any questions, Agatha just asked a question. If you have any questions, please feel free to write it out now so I can read it in the comments and answer you. Okay, good, Agatha. I'm happy. I'm glad I answered you. Another thing I get is, my hair is too hard. I get that a lot. My hair is too hard. How I wish my hair is as soft as yours. I laugh when I say this. When I hear this, rather. Now, listen very well. Your hair cannot be too hard. Yes, we have different hair textures. I won't rule that out. But when you see your hair is too hard, that means your hair lacks moisture. You've not gotten your moisture game on, girl. Oh boy. How often do you wash your hair? Do you co-wash? Co-wash is not cleansing the hair. You really need to use sulfates to clean your hair. It's like saying, God help me to use the right word to explain this. You want to reboot your hair, and you're not cleaning it at all. It can't work. You have to use sulfate. You have to use sulfate to thoroughly cleanse your hair. So you need to use sulfate to cleanse your hair. Yes, you can use sulfate every 2 weeks. That's if you wash your hair, thorough cleaning, thorough hair spa day every 2 weeks. Then in between you could use a moisturizing shampoo. But for me, I do not use shampoo. I use Ayurvedic herbs. Like I use shikaikai. I can shuffle between these Ayurvedic herbs or clays for my hair. I use shikaikai. Oh, I'm addressing that, Christabel. When you say your hair is so strong, I hardly breathe because of pain. Okay, I'm addressing that now because I first asked that how often do you wash your hair? If you're not cleansing your hair, let me use that word. If you're not cleansing your hair before you deep condition thoroughly, your hair over time will be hard. And where you are staying, it could be that you have hard water. If it could be that you have hard water, and hard water means they are high in mineral deposits, and that's going to sit on your hair shaft, and nothing you put that will go in. So you also have to know the pH level of the water you use in washing your hair. You also have to invest in apple cider vinegar, and you have to invest in a very good sulfate shampoo to cleanse your hair. After cleansing, you deep condition. If your hair is too hard, make sure you deep condition regularly. If you wash your hair every week, every time you wash your hair, deep condition. Before you deep condition, you could do hot oil treatment with different oil mixes. But to make your hair soft, the magic oil is vitamin E oil. It will make your hair soft like trust me. Your hair will be soft. And deep condition with heat. You could, what I do, I don't wear shower caps because how many shower caps do I want to use? I tie for those of you that like me, I tie nylon bag on my hair to deep condition, several ones, so that there'll be heat. Sometimes I use my deep conditioning cap, but if I have to do work around the house, I have to use several nylons and then a scarf and then some other things. Are you hear me? Okay, to make me have heat on my hair. Now, Christabel, please listen well. If you cleanse your hair, I use the word cleanse, not wash, because you could wash your hair with a conditioner. You're not cleaning anything, and if you deep condition after washing your hair with conditioner, that's co-wash. You're not cleansing anything. You're not gaining anything. You're not giving your hair that healthy fresh start. So you have to use a very good okay, when and how to use ACV. Okay, I'll come to that. So you have to cleanse your hair, use a deep conditioner, and pre-poo as well before you shampoo. Pre-poo is the way you prepare your hair before shampoo. You could do a hot oil treatment as a pre-poo before you actually wash, or you could do, sometimes I use aloe vera, the aloe vera plant itself. I use the juice in the plant itself for pre-poo because it gives me this it helps me to detangle, and it gives my hair this nice curl and slip. So I use that pre-poo sometimes before I wash. Like I said, I do not use shampoos. I use Ayurvedic herbs or clays. I use shikaikai or bentonite clay or rasul clay or volcano clay. Those are the four excuse me, things I use to wash my hair. Depends on the need. If I want my hair to be moisturized, I use my rasul because it doesn't strip my hair. If I want to thoroughly cleanse my hair, I use bentonite clay. If I want that fullness, I use shikaikai. If I want cleansing but with curl definition, I use volcano clay. I call it volcano clay because it's quite different. I bought that from Natural Nigeria. They called it bentonite clay, but I compared it with the Aztec one, and they were quite different, way different. Now, I use ACV as a rinse. Some people use it to detangle. I won't try that because I love slip in everything I use for detangle. I won't try that. I haven't tried that. Then I use ACV as a rinse. That's 1 part ACV, 3 parts water. After washing my hair, and I've rinsed it out with water first of all, for the first time, but not totally rinsed now everything. I now put the ACV on my hair. What I do is that I because I need the ACV to get into every corner, every hair strand, every shaft of my hair. So I get like a bowl. I dip my head over like a basin, pour the ACV, so it's going back into the basin, apply on my hair again, over and over again, so I'm not wasting anything and the ACV is getting everywhere. And ACV is a good way to get your hair cleansed as well. In the absence of shampoo, some use ACV too as a shampoo. I have tried that before and it did work. It worked, I mean, but I still prefer my herbs and my clays. Now I saw you, okay, what's hot oil treatment? Hot oil treatment is combinations of different oils to apply on you apply on your scalp and your hair strands to make it prep it. Some can use it before shampoo, but the aim is to make your hair soft. So you can combine like olive oil. Olive oil is antibacterial, is also I think antifungal as well. Yes, and it's also a moisturizer. So you can combine olive oil. When I say olive oil, please don't go and buy just any olive oil. There are some fake ones. Please do not just buy any of olive oil. Laser olive oil is good. You can see that in good malls. Olive oil with vitamin E oil, or you get the vitamin E capsule and puncture it, like add like 2 or 3 or 4, depends on how you want to mix it, to your olive oil. And don't put it on the fire. I put it in like a glass bowl. I do like a double boiling method, and I put that glass bowl on inside another bowl filled with hot water. Let me explain again. You can combine any oil of your choice, but the secret to making your hair soft, Christabel, is also adding vitamin E oil. It makes your hair soft. So I mix olive oil, depends on my mood or what I like, or coconut oil with my amla. Anything I see or anything that my hand just gets hold of, and then sometimes I add essential oils. My favorite essential oil is lavender essential oil. Then I add my vitamin E oil in a glass bowl. My glass bowl is this small. I wish I can go to the room, but if I go to the room now, I will lose this network, so I don't want to try it. So I will now immerse that glass bowl in another bowl filled with hot water, so it heats up the oil mixes in that glass bowl. So that is hot oil for you, Christabel. I hope I explained that well. Now once it's heated up, I apply that oil. I just dip my fingertips into that glass bowl, then I apply on my scalp, massage, give myself a good massage, then apply to the strands of my hair, wear my nylon for like 30 minutes or an hour, but never exceeding an hour because I do not want to have over moisture. Then I shampoo. Oh, sorry, Adeyemi, the network is bad. Oh, Ifoma. Oh, Lord. I pray the network will be good so that you do not miss out. So, Christabel, hope I have answered your question as regards making your hair soft and as regards hot oil treatment. Please remember to just type in your questions and I will answer it for you. Hello, Shobad Bat. Did I pronounce that well? Hello. Okay, so for those that just joined, I will introduce myself again. My name is Christiana Okosun. I went natural in 2014. I have a passion to help people understand their hair and embrace the natural beauty, embrace their natural hair. How often do you wash your hair? Okay, Agatha, for me, I wash my hair every week. Sometimes I stretch it to like 2 weeks, but by 2 weeks, oh Lord, I will be feeling uncomfortable. I wash my hair every week, and after washing, I always deep condition my hair. I don't know if you can see. This I've just been doing wash and go because it's a low manipulation protective styling for me. And if you can see here, oh, for those that know me, just these edges, fire gutted them out, but they're getting themselves back as cooking gas. So this is my wash and go. This is my hair texture. I do not like using type 4 CBA. No. I'd rather use S or O curl. As long as you have this small circle when you see your hair fall down, that means you can have a curl pattern. As long as you see it, even if it's the tiniest circle, you have a curl pattern. Yeah, how often do I? So I wash my hair every week, Agatha. Oh, Christabel. Okay, the ones you didn't hear, let me just ask them again, and I'll try as much as possible to answer them again. Now, another thing that we get a lot, naturalistas in this part of the world, I've heard a lot of ladies say, men do not like me on natural hair. Are there men in the house? Kindly please answer this. Is it true you do not like ladies with natural hair? Well, for me, first of all, I like me for me, and I like what I like. What kind of shampoo are you using? Okay, I explained that I do not use shampoos. I use Ayurvedic herbs or clays. I use Shikaikai. Shikaikai is a very good natural shampoo. It's from Asia, India to be particular. I use Shikaikai. I buy my Shikaikai from Beautific. Really, what can I do? I can't wash and go. Agatha, you can actually do wash and go because I've seen some of your pictures. You have some curl patterns. Let me first answer DME. I use either Shikaikai or Russell clay or bentonite clay or volcanic clay. I call it volcanic clay because it's different from the bentonite clay by Aztec. That's the bentonite clay by Natural Nigeria. So different. Once I applied that, I think I should do a video comparing the two, the Natural Nigerian bentonite clay and the Aztec bentonite clay. When I apply the Natural Nigerian bentonite clay, which I call volcanic clay, the curls it gives me is crazy, and the moisture is crazy. Bentonite clay by Aztec does not give me that kind of moisture. So Agatha, yes, I believe you can do wash and go. Now, after you've deep conditioned and you now apply your leave-in, try and wear a shower cap and stay under heat for a while so that the moisture really penetrates your hair strands before you do wash and go. Try that first. Yeah, I know those are twist outs, Agatha. I see you have that's I see from those twist outs. I see some curl patterns. I mean, you have a lovely hair, Agatha. Your hair is gorgeous, and your voice is more gorgeous. Please don't let me get distracted with your voice here. Okay, so I was on most ladies saying men do not notice them when they have natural hair. Oh yes, you can use black soap, but you have to be careful. The black soap, you have to read the ingredients. Once you have lemon in it, lemon is not for African hair, it's for Oyibo people hair because they have very oily scalp. Now, once you use lemon, your hair will be dry. I don't know if you've experienced that before. To be so dry, dry like as you're washing it and as you're touching it, it could break. Except you have a lot of oils and you need to get out the oils out. Then you can use the black soap with the lemon, or you can make your black soap mix yourself. Black soap is very, 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 very good for our hair. Ooh, you're welcome, Agatha. So is it true? And any man in the house, is it true you do not like women on natural hair? Please let me know. But for me, I will say be true to yourself. Be true to yourself, because once a man sees you're true to yourself and you love your hair, you will attract the kind of person that will love you for who you are, the way you are to yourself. Do not be fake for no man. Do not be fake for no man. I believe real men will go for you if you're true to yourself. I don't understand why I should be moving my hair like when I know it's somebody else's hair. Hello. Fine, it looks good on you, but hey, this looks good on me too. If you don't like it, sorry. I can't help you. I love my natural and I rock my natural. No apologies. Oh, yes. Yes, it dries the hair. It dries the hair. You just have to be careful, Christabel. Yes. For some people, it will be so dry that they'll be having sensation of eczema on their scalp. So you need to be careful. It might work for some people, does not mean it will work for you. I mean, at the end of the day, the slogan, do what works for you, prevails. Yeah, I love natural hair too. IDME. Okay. Just learn to embrace your own natural hair. The hair that grows up from your scalp. God knows why it is so. God knows this is old. I need to do a henna treatment soon because I can see the gray hairs popping out. I love my natural hair a lot. I love it a lot. No, I love it a lot. I can't trade it for anything. I embrace it a lot. So for those that just joined, once again, my name is Christiana Okosun. I went natural in 2014. I love natural hair, and I like to encourage people and teach them how to take care of their natural hair. I'll also recommend a book by Audrey Silverstossi. I don't know. Science of Black Hair. It's a very good book. It really helps me. You can get that. And please, it's not everything. Oh, so sorry about the network. It's not everything you see on YouTube. Deep conditioning. Okay, please talk about deep conditioning. What products? Okay. Aggie. Okay, I'm talking about deep conditioning. There are two types of deep conditioning. There's the moisture deep conditioning, which you should do more often. When I say more often, let's say you wash your hair every week. You should deep condition in that week 3 times with moisture, then once with protein. A light protein deep conditioning. Example of a light protein deep conditioner is the Apogee 2 minutes keratin. I wish I brought all my products here, but if I leave this place now, the next talk will be whack. Example of a light protein deep conditioner is Apogee 2 minutes keratin. Another one is the strengthening and restore by Shea Moisture. Strengthening and restore deep conditioner. So I'm not sure of the name, but by Shea Moisture strengthening. When you see strengthening, it has keratin. It has keratin. Some people are protein sensitive, so you need to be careful. You need to use before you know if you are protein sensitive. And some people's hair love protein. So, like I said, am I related to Sonia Gosun? Oh my god. Okay. So for protein moisture deep condition, you have to do that more than the protein deep conditioning. Now for examples of sorry, Crystal Bell question, I'll come to it later. Examples of products that you can use for moisture deep conditioning that I love and I believe works for every hair type is TGIN Honey Miracle Max Deep Conditioner. Oh my god, that product works. And Giovanni Smooth as Silk. Oh child, Agatha, you should try those. The 10-in-1 fruit mix or something like that by Shea Moisture. 10-in-1, yeah, the 10-in-1 deep conditioning. Those are the 3 deep conditioners I always make sure I have, and I don't run out of. Either I have the 10-in-1 renewal system by Shea Moisture for the moisture deep conditioner, or I have the TGIN honey and miracle mask, or I have the Giovanni smooth as silk. Those are the products I use. Now, in my early time of my journey, I like mixing. I'll mix different conditioners, then I'll mix some oils with it. Before I apply on my hair. But as time went on, I became a lazy person. I just wanted a product that would do everything. I don't need to mix anything at all. But the first time I used the TGIN Honey Miracle Max, oh my goodness, Lord have mercy, that product is good, and I believe it works for every hair. Just that some hair are so thick they will swallow it up. It's expensive though, but it works very well. So that's those are 3 examples of moisture deep conditioner, and I've given 2 examples of protein. When I say protein, light protein, don't go crazy on protein. Light protein deep conditioners, if you're doing the right things. When I say doing the right things, you're not applying crazy heat to your hair, you're not flat thonging your hair, you're not dyeing your hair with all these chemicals, then you should use a light protein deep conditioner like the Apogee 2 Mint Keratin or the Shea Moisture Strengthen and Grow something deep conditioner. I'm not sure of the name. So those are okay. Do I buy my online? I buy some of mine online, but I prefer to walk into stores. Allure Cosmetics, check her out. Oh, you're not in Nigeria, Agatha, I forgot. Okay, so I buy some of mine online, then I prefer to walk in. I buy from Allure, then I walk in. I buy from Perfect Stopover, and I buy from Bells too. And there's a shop on what's the name of the shop again? In Leisure Mall. I didn't know Gusaya. Why did this shop name escape my head? Il Vivo or something like that. Those are the walk-in stores I go to get my. Now, what other ingredients should we look out for? I don't want to see parabens. I don't want to see mineral oil. For me, I don't want to see mineral oil. Although Amla that I use has mineral oil, but hey, mineral oil will stay on your hair and it sits on your hair for a long time, and might take several washes for you to get them all off your hair. But I use just that Amla works a lot though. Like I said, the slogan works for you at the end of the day. I don't want to see parabens, I don't see sulfates, I don't see mineral oil, and I don't see the harmful alcohols on my hair, because it should dry. It should give you this drying effect, and once your hair is so dry, you touch it start breaking. I don't want that. I don't want that for myself. Okay. Allure. Allure. She's on Instagram. I'm following her on Instagram, and I think, you know what I'll do? I think I tagged her for this video. I'm not sure I did, but I'll let you know her handle is Allure Cosmetics. Okay, what I'll do is that all these shops I buy from, I'm going to tag them to my next post, so you can I'll mention the ones that you can walk into and the ones you can buy online and also walk into, so you make a choice. But I really love sometimes seeing, touching, reading it, not everything online, except I'm used to the product, then I can order online. But I really love seeing and touching for me. So yes, thank you so much. So if you have more questions, please let me know. I plan to do a video soon on YouTube on hair structure, a series hair structure series, like starting from the very beginning to teach how to grow your natural hair, to help us go on this journey together. So please always hook up with me on Instagram so you don't miss out on when the video will be out on hair structure series. And then much later I'll do some product reviews. If you want me to do product reviews, I can do that. I mean, yes, I can do that for you. I still have my spray bottle here. I've not seen anybody. Only one person typed somebody's name. Okay. Only one person typed somebody's name. Does that mean this spray bottle is not going to go? Okay. So you have any question? Any other question? Okay, this is the spray bottle. If you introduced 5 people here and on the group on Facebook, you win this big sized spray bottle and this hair accessory. Over yours. Okay, I think most people are offline now. Maybe the network is bad or something. I can't say. But thank you all for participating and joining me on this live chat. I really do appreciate it. So till we meet again, and that's about the end of it. Thank you all. Any other question I'll answer on my handle. So thank you so much for joining. Till we'll see you again. Bye. Peace out.